Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
Local news, politics, business, sports, arts, music. Mike and Marty on the beat. Mike and Marty. Mike and Marty.
Good morning, Rockingham, and welcome to the feed. It's Mike and Marty. We're here with Gaetano and Tammy today. We're going to be talking about Greater Rock Fitness. It's January 4th. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you had a great holiday. And Marty with local events.
Local events. So at the Bells Falls Opera House, shocker, Avatar.
It's
No,
the Avatar
It's
Marathon.
the Avatar Marathon. It's like watching the West Wing Marathon that's been going on for a week on television. Anyway, Avatar's still here. So if you haven't seen it or you want to see it again, it's still here. Classic movie this week is E.T.,
Oh, boy.
sponsored by James Plumbing and Heating. And the Ray Masuko concert series is starting up. The first concert will be Dar Williams, Saturday, February 4th, with Chris Matthews as a guest. The doors open at 6:30. The show starts at 7:30. There are tickets available, but I would guess that as we get closer to Saturday, February 4th, tickets will become less and less available. So right now, there's still, I checked it this morning, right now there's still some good seats available, but don't hesitate to get your seats because I think these concerts are going to sell out.
Yep,
I hope they're going to sell out.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
they should. I mean,
They should.
Yeah. Anyway,
So
Yeah, we're-
New Year.
the new year.
Mike didn't get the memo on wearing orange today to celebrate
No,
Greater Rock Fitness.
I don't match, but anyway. And what happens at the new year?
Everyone makes resolutions.
Everybody makes resolution. And what is the first resolution that everyone makes? Go to the gym.
Go to the gym. Have the people been beating down the door?
New year, new me.
There you go.
Oh,
there
really?
you go. Is that your slogan?
No, it's everybody else's though.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That we'll see. That's how you guys differentiate.
Ours is come in, stay consistent, join us, have fun, be supported. Yeah.
So how long have you had the gym now?
So, officially, we opened February 14th. So coming up on a
really?
year.
Valentine's Day, yeah.
And that was like we were ready to open. We took the first half of February to get things ready, and we got our door, everything working. So people who signed up for a March membership got the end of February for free. So
Oh, that's good.
kinda got some people in, and coming up on a year already.
Yeah, and it's a little bit different than it was before because it's a 24-hour gym now, right?
It's 24-hour now, so it's the advantage to that. I feel is we don't have to staff it as much. Like 9:30, 10 o'clock p.m. is the last people that come in. Like
Mhm.
people aren't coming in at 1 in the morning.
Yeah,
So rather than to staff it from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and then on Sundays we're open, obviously just unstaffed on the weekends. So staffed Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
That's great.
It is, and there's a lot of like old school Greater Rock Fitness people we call them. So they want to use this door. They want.
Yeah. The old habits die hard.
Yeah, old habits do hard. But you're offering, ultimately you're offering the best of both worlds
Mhm.
because you're offering the freedom of 24/7 access, but you also have a healthy amount of, pun intended, healthy amount of staffed hours, right?
And a lot of folks like to come during staffed hours. Like we just left, and it's our regular 11 o'clock crew. And I just mentioned, we're just down the hall for a half hour if you need us. They like to be there when we're there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think, it's, and I think everyone knows that Marty and I were there for a long time too, and it seemed it's as much a social event as it is a physical event, and really, it may be even more. What do you think, Tammy?
For a lot of people, I think that not only the older group of folks that come in, theirs is sometimes more a social event. Don't get me wrong, there are some older folks that can outlift the both of us together.
I can think of at least a couple in particular.
No doubt. But too, the younger generation that we have too, it's a little bit of a social event for them as well, but there is also a lot of people putting in some hard work.
Yeah. Okay. We have a clip. Should we go to clip? What do you
Yeah,
think?
that'd be a good idea.
How's that sound out there? Yeah, you guys got some good stuff going on there. Tell me about the Assault Runner.
So we do have quite a few runners that come to our facility, and what I hear, and when I've had to run on a treadmill, I don't enjoy running on a treadmill. Occasionally we'll do a challenge that consists of like a 5K for time.
Yeah.
It hurts my left knee, so that's what I've noticed. But I hear the same from them, so I just did quite a bit of research with these. They're called Assault Runner treadmills, and it basically has no motor, so which means it has no brake. And
Oh, interesting.
that was the part that I was like wanted to figure out.
Yeah,
How do you stop this thing safely? So you just I put a note on that one. I said this is for advanced users. It's really nice to walk on. Figured out, then you can jog, and once you figure it out, it's quite amazing. So it's just very low impact. You can have a really nice stride, and so far they love it.
Yeah, but it has
does.
bars, so you can hold
That's
on.
how you
and
get off if you're going fast.
Yeah.
Some of us have been trying to it gives you instant pace.
Uh-huh.
So a couple of us have been trying to break like a 3-minute mile pace.
Really?
Yeah, just to get it.
Yeah, the
We're not holding
instantaneous.
it.
Yeah.
We had one local Bellows Falls athlete is really close, and he was wearing high tops yesterday trying it.
Nice.
Really?
And we were kind of laughing.
So it really responds that way. So if you really it's not like a treadmill that's sort of like you set the speed of the belt and then you run.
So yeah, for interval training too, like I think Tammy was messing around with, you can go faster and slower on your own. You don't have to wait for the machine, set it on interval. You
You don't have that lag time. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Right,
It's
yeah.
really
And
cool.
it's actually really good for runners that are trying to perfect their cadence because it actually causes you to bring your running leg, your rear leg backwards, and then heel strike on the forward motion. So it's a perfect cadence trainer also. really
Nice.
good.
Wow.
Nice.
So you really get into the mechanics
Absolutely.
of running.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you have other new equipment. I mean, not just the Assault. I mean, if anyone had been to the fitness center before and just saw that video, if you haven't been to Greater Rock Fitness yet, then you haven't been to Greater Rock Fitness because you guys have added so much stuff. So what are some of the other things that you've added?
The infamous Stairmaster.
Why do you say that?
Jimmy says with a shocked look.
It's a love or hate relationship with that machine. It is all that, and a lot of people are. I was a little hesitant when he first brought up the idea. He was not going to back down, and it
I'd never known him to back down.
it
So
proved worthy because everybody loves it. If you can do 13 flights on it, bless you.
really,
Is that kind of
There
like
are
the
people who are
standard
doing
goal
100
that you guys?
flights.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
holy cow! Really, 100.
It's like, so when we started talking about it, Tammy would say, "How many firefighters do you know?" And I said, "Well, it's not just for firefighters, because for the 9/11 tribute, like that's one thing they do around this country is climb 110 flights of stairs." And like the day we got it, I climbed 110 flights of stairs. We did one for 9/11 for 2 weeks. We invited anyone, civilians, firefighters, and we have a board in the back of it. It's kind of a lot of people ended up just doing it. And to me, it's a lot of it's in your head. It's kind of boring, so you just have to go to a different place.
Yeah.
And
Get in the
I
flow.
think about them when we do the tribute. It's like it was much worse conditions. I'm in a well-lit gymnasium that's air conditioned at the time, and so
So going back to what you said about the Assault Runner and the functionality of it and the more the real style of movement, I would assume that you can say the same thing about that stair climber because you're climbing stairs in a more realistic manner than the old Stairmasters back in the day, or even, so the functionality that relates to real life movement, you have at least 2 new pieces of equipment that are so much more functionally focused. Would you
Absolutely.
agree or want to add to that in any way?
I think the Stairmaster also, the other pieces are amazing for maintaining cardiovascular health, but if you want to push your cardiovascular health, those are the 2 machines that are going to escalate you or elevate you to your next level.
Nice.
Yeah, great machines. And then my favorite is my Christmas present, the squat rack.
Oh, nice. Nice. Did you wrap it for her, Gaetano?
No, I made her carry it in.
Made her carry it in. There you go.
It was worth it.
And we bolted it to the floor. And just to back up about the new things, like, it's important to us, like the history and the folks we meet and the stories about Greater Rock Fitness or previous names is very important to us. So we really liked how it looked, and we didn't want to change it a lot. So I thought about squat rack. We had 2 previously, and they're very popular with high school athletes, let's say. And there was really no safety, and we would insist they had 3 spotters if they went heavy. And you're kind of counting on another human. So the biggest reason for getting this one, the main reason, was safety. It has safety bars, everything's adjustable, and these things are rated for 1,600 pounds.
Nice.
So like we tested it the first day.
Yeah.
I think we dropped 280 on it, and it's loud, but they work.
Mm-hmm.
So someone could be there by themselves, or it seemed everyone wanted to try a PR the next day.
Really?
It was kind of crazy. Yeah.
And they did.
And they did.
Nice.
It's like,
Nice.
take your time.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess that's one of the differences in having the 24 hours is your safety considerations are really expanded.
Even during staffed hours, like that's when the kid had 3 spotters and couldn't get back up.
Oh,
and
okay.
So, but I think most people know don't try to do a PR at 10 o'clock at night when you're alone in a gym.
Mhm.
Like I really don't worry about that. It's just most people know. We talk about what to do in a medical emergency if you're here at night alone, if you're here when someone else has one, and if you're alone at night, don't just keep it under.
Yeah, be reasonable.
Yeah.
Which that's asking a lot with many people.
I think people are. First of all, there's no one to prove. If other people
that's
are
true,
around,
that's true,
they
yeah.
sometimes want to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
more.
yeah.
If they know their limit, they know no one's watching them. They'll probably stay in their zone.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
So Tammy, what is old is new again? I see you're teaching step.
I am.
So that's how you started out, right? Is that what you started
Circa
out with step?
1989.
Yeah, back in the day. Back in the day when steps had to be reserved, much like
Right.
spin bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were so popular. So what made you decide to do that again?
Actually, mostly just people's request. And my work schedule is a little odd, so I can't offer a consistent class, but we're offering them at different times throughout the week, and they're picking up in popularity. They're just so much fun, and it's very different from back in the day.
Oh.
I mean, it's a little bit more hip hoppy, but
Oh, nice.
we're keeping it basic until people are ready to move on, and it's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day it was like 32 counts, long progressions.
was
You
really
broke
different
them
progressions,
down, and
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, and the music was pretty much pretty consistent.
140 cadence. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just sort of an old school exercise that really never changed and stayed just as much fun. People are really enjoying it so far.
That's cool. That's just cool. That totally. But fitness does that, though. I mean, all the old when you talk about some of the equipment that was there, that was like all old school. Back in the day, that was the old school style of equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got away from the kind of iron and machines, and now it's back to real strength training, benches and squats and deadlifts, and
Yeah.
and you
There's
guys
something
have-
about hearing the clink of the iron that also
Yeah.
does a lot for people.
Yeah, that's and this gym is the only gym that really has that around here. Really, I mean, the only one that's carried through the whole from Ripples to now is it's been those plates have been there.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. You're hearing the steel, pumping iron,
Mm-hmm.
and
Hearing the
the
little-
hammer strength machines. So one of our members, a good friend of mine, described it as raw.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I just like that. And we have, we got a new lap pull down machine. We got a new
Which
pec
was
deck rear delt.
so needed.
That one needed to be replaced, as did the pec deck. And, I have other plans. I know what's next. So.
Nice. Is there an adjustment period? I know people get very connected to their machines. Have they gotten
One
over it?
person-
Are they learning to be more?
A local guy who owns a deli downtown was very upset
But we won't mention any names.
about the pec deck.
I love you.
He was like, maybe you could move this one over there. And I said, the old one.
Yeah.
When the new one comes? I said, no, I think you'll like the new one. And now he loves it.
I know.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
just-
That's good.
it's just that
Sometimes
little-
it's hard to
That
bring
one was
those
bad. You
change.
had to reach, hyperextend to get in the thing.
You
It was
totally
not-
had to. It was the
not good.
worst machine. Oh, that's funny. That's too funny. So, talk about your other classes. What else do you have going on?
Right now, let's see, we're doing Tai Chi. We do spin a lot, almost every day, sometimes 2 a day. So Kim and Jan, myself, and Rosie teaching spin at 5:30 a.m. or 6 p.m. We do Tammy's step class, cardio kickboxing, so that's no contact, it's just really good cardio. Besides Tammy's step class, like my heart rate will reach 180 in cardio kickboxing
Mhm.
as in her class. So those are like intense. You just punch your partner's pads and we do some kicks and knees. That's taught by the Applegates. And Sonia teaches like a HIIT class. It's called More Power on Saturdays. So she takes battle ropes and stations and
Yeah.
what else? We just started a jiu-jitsu class. We haven't advertised that at all. We just wanted a good group of people to commit and start.
Mm-hmm.
And that is full contact, and we're learning the art, mixed martial arts. We're learning the art of jiu-jitsu, taught by a black
neat.
belt and his wife, and it's quite amazing. Like, I'm 52 and just starting,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very humbling. Like, the new guy taps a lot. You're about to get submitted, so you just try to go, how long can I go without getting submitted?
So if there's somebody's listening and they're thinking, because it's, they've got the
It
New
is New
Year's
Year's.
resolution and they're thinking about it, what is the best way for them to reach out to you and to find out more about membership, or to meet you? Are you doing, I know you're doing some training. Are you doing some personal training, Tammy, or
I am offering nutrition.
nutrition?
classes for
Okay,
people.
New Year.
Yep. So it's free to anybody that is a member. Goes right along with everything that we do here. It can be as in depth as somebody wants. Setting up macros and learning how to eat. More of a long-term answer rather than a short-term weight loss fix. It's really more of a helping you understand how to eat so that you can get to your level of performance or just feel good.
And not just diet for like 6 months or 6
Right.
weeks or whatever, do some crash thing, and then you go right back to your bad habits. So you're
Yep.
looking at lifelong learning
You got it.
skills. Nice. So what's the best way? They did pop your information up, but what's the best way to
The
contact you
best
guys?
way, I mean, you could check out the website. That's a way you just enter email and a password and push sign up. Don't push sign in because you're not a member. You could view the pricing, and you could email me. You could also come in. That's really the way we'll give you a tour if you haven't been here in a while. If you've never been here, just talk about everything. And 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, we'll be staffed. And if you come in, we'll give you a tour. I ask everyone, did you used to come here? And they go, never been here. Or they say, yes. I'll say, well, I'll just show you around. There's some
Yeah.
changes. Or we have showers, locker rooms, sauna, 2 massage chairs. Sonia's a personal trainer. I'm a personal trainer. And the part with nutrition, just for me, was Tammy's the one that got me into exercising. And it was about 4 years ago, like on Facebook, she did a 20 push-up a day challenge thing.
Uh-huh.
And I watched it. And then one day she's doing handstand push-ups. And I
Wow.
go, well, okay now. So, we
Challenge
started to
accepted.
talk, and from that day, I've followed Tammy and everything she says. I believe she understands the science, and the biggest thing, one of the biggest things she'll say is about nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been a little guy, so when I changed what I was eating, you know, she'll say gains are made in the kitchen. So,
Oh, interesting.
you know, we really try to talk to people about that.
Mhm.
And it's a really important part. It's for health and fitness, what you put in your body too. So.
And Tammy's sitting there very humbly and,
I know, you're
and
so
not
quiet.
mentioning that she might know a lot about that because you've done some competitions, haven't you?
I have, yeah. I got into the bodybuilding bug just a couple years ago and have not looked back.
And that, I mean, you have to be spot on in
You
your
do.
nutrition.
You do. It's mostly nutrition. It's a lot of hard work, but it's
Mhm.
mostly nutrition. Without that, the rest of it doesn't make sense.
And I think that's the part that people are, I mean, I'm talking from my own experience, that people are most resistant to. They think that you can just go and work off everything and you'll be good, but you can't.
Mhm.
You have to have that component, and I think it's really nice that you guys are offering that as well, because now you've got the whole package when you go there.
And we've seen it. We've seen it firsthand in a lot of our members. Some of the younger crowd who have a completely different eating style, and they're in the gym and they're wanting to get gains, and you talk to them about you can't get this without that.
Uh-huh.
And once they caught on, there are a few who are really making amazing gains in regards to muscle development.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. So we're down to just about a minute and a half. So if
Okay.
there's something that you want to
I
leave
think
the audience
Gaetano
with.
wants to do a shout out to his mom.
Hello, Mother.
That's not a lot of spirit there, but the thought was good. All right.
She might be watching in Mexico.
Oh.
She's in Mexico. It's probably not freezing rain and 30 degrees and gray. But
Yeah, that's true. It's probably nice and sunny on the patio. And
yeah, and with the new year, it can be overwhelming walking into a gym, right? That's what I've learned is a lot of people are overwhelmed or embarrassed or nervous. So it's very welcoming there. Like it is a place like I've never seen where it's just really friendly. We are competitive, but it's not like, I don't know. It's a different energy in there where people are there to help you. We're not there to judge you. And most people who have come, who've never been to a gym, feel quite comfortable. Usually during our tour, like an orientation.
Awesome.
I'll say at the end, and she was super nervous, and then she said, I feel really comfortable. I said,
That's great.
perfect.
that's it. You're right.
That's it.
That's the key.
So we are,
And we are just about out of time. I want to thank you guys for coming on, and maybe you'll join us again in the future.
yeah, come back on when if you have a new program you want to promote, or just
Yeah.
even on a regular level to give health tips and
Yeah,
fitness
that
tips.
would be great.
And that would be awesome. We used to do that a long time ago, have little clips and little tips and stuff. So
Mhm.
that would be
Yes,
awesome.
that would be excellent.
Okay.
So that's it.
That's it.
Until next
Bye,
week,
community.
it's goodbye, community.
Thank you.
Local news,
Thank you,
politics,
guys.
business, sports, arts, music.